Everybody, they're mine, but everybody can have them.
Oh, gee.
Well, I just passed it around.
No, I just started it.
Where's all our other lunch?
Yeah, I did.
Tim's next
Yep.
door in the budget and finance meeting. I don't know where Jay is.
Okay, the time is 5:03 on March 20th, 2025. This will be the meeting of the Ambulance Authority. We're a little late, but we have started. So, we have one member out, Dr. Trussler. Motion to approve the agenda, or modify the agenda.
Second.
A motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Public comments? No public comments. Approve and modify previous meetings of the minutes from the February 20th meeting. Any modifications or corrections?
Motion approved.
I'll second.
Motion approved and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Write-offs. Write-offs for this meeting is $10,974.22.
Approve that.
Passing those around.
We need a motion on that too.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Dr. Keel,
We're gonna be
Commissioner
busy.
DeFord. Motion approved and second. All in favor of the write-offs?
Aye.
Aye. All right. Quarterly financial report will be probably next month with Ms. Ettinger. Okay. Director's report. Michael Bonner.
Very good month, only 845 calls, but of course it's February, so we're still running about 30 calls a day. So we just lack days in this month, which is always that way. Other than that, everything was basically normal, except our busiest time of day, which is normally in the afternoon, was from 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. Strangest thing. The second busiest time was like 2 a.m. Some reason last month everybody was up all night. I don't know.
Right.
Again, we track it, but we don't find any rhyme or reason to it. That's really all I had on that report. Everything else was just
I understand
like
our
it always
staffing is still
Staffing is
good.
very good.
Awesome.
The last 2 or 3 months are predominantly green with 5 crews a day.
Like it.
So,
Very nice.
Like it.
we had one day, which Tim, I think, brought up last meeting, that something like 3 people called out sick kind of deal.
It
you know.
happens.
But other than that, looks very good. We have 2,
When that happens, do you have the ability to get anybody else to come in, or do you try to do that, or is that not something that is?
try,
really
yes,
feasible?
ability, yeah.
Yeah.
So we have a paging system that we page out as soon as, the numbers, well, as soon as anybody calls out. Hey, can anybody work today? Sometimes they'll take a half a day. Sometimes we get it covered. Excuse me, sometimes we don't. This just happened to be a day when 3 people called out and nobody else wanted to work.
Yeah.
And I don't have it in front of me what day it was, but it was just one of those. I was out that day as well, and so one of those days they just hit every now and then. And what do you do? Other than that, everything else really just as normal. So really nothing there. Oh, I was going to say, we need 2 medics and 2 AEMTs would get us fully staffed. I do want to just announce, we've had 2 out on work comp for like over a year.
Oh, yeah.
One of those finally got permanent,
Okay.
and the termination paperwork was sent in, and so he will no longer work for us because he cannot. And so now that gives me, I can actually hire a replacement.
You've got the
in
slot
that
now
slot.
open
Right.
to be able to fill.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was
So
that
that's-
one of the medics or the AED?
This was the AEMT.
Okay.
The
I
one-
just think we had 2 last night.
Right,
meeting,
one
so-
medic, and he's still out.
Billy?
Well, oddly, they're both named Billy.
Billy George?
We're not hiring any more Billies.
No more Billies.
It's a bad name, apparently. But Billy, yes,
Is that not supposed to be?
I don't know.
Oh,
Public meeting,
I'm sorry.
recorded, I don't.
think maybe I'm not supposed to ask that question.
So,
Y'all pay no,
Okay.
y'all pay no attention to that.
I won't break any rules.
Yeah, yeah, hey, when I
Need
say,
a-
when I say
need a
things like
buzzer.
that, y'all need to tell me to shut up. Don't be bashful. I get told at home like Planny, so just, I feel right at home.
Right. All right. That's all. No unfinished business. New business. Budget.
All right, so I was supposed to,
Rescue director.
That's his daddy.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, that's his daddy.
the way this is supposed to work is in the last month's meeting, we do this, and then I turn it in. But of
Sure.
course, last month's meeting was very short, so we didn't get done. So I went ahead and turned it in, and then now we need to, this board needs to look at it, make sure they agree, and then the meeting that was supposed to be next week is now tonight next door.
So
where I'll
after
go back
this,
to them and
you'll be going back.
try to justify it to them.
So you
But
gotta
it's
present your budget tonight.
Yeah.
Okay.
because they changed the meeting to tonight.
Is the yellow the only changes?
So, the color coded, green are things that are changed, red are things that, Mariana does, and so I don't know those numbers until she tells me.
Okay.
Black are things that are the same as last year. The one highlighted one is Lori.
Okay.
So, we worked and got her title changed because she has somebody under her now, but we never got the pay changed. And I feel like she should get more now that she is considered management and is managing somebody. I have no idea what the rules are on how we determine what that number is, whether this board sets that number or whether somebody else sets that number.
Well, you've got a number in there. You can ask them and
So,
all they can do is.
what
say
number was that?
no.
So, it's, have you
The
got it in front of you,
highlighted
the one that's highlighted about 3 down?
That's Lori's.
From the top.
Oh, yeah.
So we got her title and all changed finally through
Right,
7
yep.
committees. Now we need to get the pay
Right.
corrected as well. And so I put a number in there. I have no idea who officially agrees or sets or blesses that number. I'll find out probably in a meeting here in a few moments.
Sure.
But I felt like now that she is managing, that there ought to be a pay increase that goes with that.
Right.
Increased responsibility, increased pay. And we couldn't do it without her. Those of you who run a business know there's always that one person that actually knows what's going on, and that's Lori. So,
Really?
you don't have anybody like that in your office?
Well, sometimes I feel like I don't, but I guess I do.
I bet
I
you
better not
do.
fuss about it. I got a good bunch, really. I am not gonna say that.
They may be watching this, Jeff. I might want to watch out.
Yeah.
I'll have everybody tore up.
You're just making enemies left and
Yeah,
right tonight, aren't you?
I'm good at that.
Other than that, the green items on the top are just payroll increases. I put 5% in there. Again, the mayor seems to set that number, but I had to put something in there, so I did. The only other one is down here under 307 communications. It was 21 last year, and I noticed halfway through the year, we're over 50%.
Sure.
So I put another 1,000 in there just to make sure that we stay.
Now, is your communication, is that for radios or no?
That's
That's like ours. That's
cable
for
and
cable,
TV
internet,
and internet,
TV,
right.
or that, and the emails, that kind of stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
So there was a
Yeah.
slight increase, and so I bumped that up 1,000 just to make sure that there was
I
enough
think
in there.
we did the same.
Yeah. Other than that, if you look at the back page, again, the red things are things that Mariana tells me what are. And then I didn't change everything else, same as it was last year. The budget held good. We get 4.25 pennies on the budget, and I anticipate will stay the same as well. And you can see it's about a 3.64% increase. And that will change once the insurance numbers come in and the actual payroll numbers determine whatever they're gonna do. So I don't know that number exactly, but again, literally, just 2 items that really needed addressed. So questions, comments, concerns?
We don't need to make any kind of motion on this, do we, since he's presenting it to
I mean,
budget finance?
we can, I know we did last time,
We normally
just to where he could say to them, hey, the
Okay.
board approved it.
Because that's the
I'll
first
make a
question they
motion
ask.
to approve this budget to be presented to budget finance.
I guess I'll second.
Okey-doke, have a motion and a second, all in favor? Aye. Bonnaroo.
Each year, usually before this, and they have been, matter of fact, he called me as I was walking in, they want a letter of intent saying that we plan to cover Bonnaroo this year. Of course, during our staffing years, that was more of an issue. Staffing's back up. We did it last year without any issues. I have no concerns that we can't do it again this year, now that we're running 5 crews a day pretty regular. I've got some young employees who haven't done it 20 years in a row now, and so they're more eager. And so, you know, after the first 10 or so, it's not as exciting as it used to be.
Yeah.
But I don't anticipate any trouble staffing it all this year. And all I do is, it's a letter that I've used for 10 years, and I just say, yes, we'll cover it these dates. They're still covering expenses, and so, again, I just don't see any reason that we can't.
And I think I did ask this last year. If something were to happen and you're needed, you're able to leave to pull.
Contractually, no.
Right.
But, yes.
But they understand that.
Yes.
I got you.
Yeah, he and I have talked, and we understand.
I mean, if something, heaven forbid, were to
Right.
happen,
Yeah, disasters always overrule. A disaster defined as more
Sure.
than you have resources for. So
Sure.
once you're out of trucks, you're in a disaster, you can pull one.
got you.
Yeah, so.
All right.
But you're putting extra trucks out there anyway,
Yes.
not our
No, no.
everyday trucks.
No, we staff 2 extra units for out there. But if you get that day when 3 people call out sick,
Exactly.
you
Never
know,
know.
then,
There
push come to shove, he knows we could pull one.
Gotcha.
And I don't think we actually officially vote on that. It's just one of those, make sure we're all still on the same page kind of things. Unless you want to vote, I don't care.
I don't think we did
need
last
to.
year, so it was just an understanding. All right. Well,
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
hold on, next meeting date is April 17th. Now we'll have one.
Now I'll make a motion to adjourn.
There we go.
I'll second that, baby.
There we go. All right. All in favor? Aye.
Ah.